probably heard capoeira being referred to as a martial art, a dance, a game, a play. Well, regardless of what you might have heard, there is only one right answer, and chances are you do not know it, even if you might think you do. So what is it really? And how does knowing this can also impact your performance? I've been teaching capoeira for almost 2 decades, and I've been training it for even more. And in this time, I've learned a whole lot about it, and I've spoken with all sorts of capoeira masters. Today, I will put all the knowledge I have into answering this question for you, and I will show you how your performance can actually benefit from knowing the answer. The historical origins of capoeira has a lot to do with fighting. It was created as a necessity from oppressed slaves. They didn't have any access to weapons. That's why the primary techniques used in capoeira are mostly kicks and takedowns. Although many people think that there are no hand attacks in capoeira, there are several ways you can use your hand, again, mostly to set up kicks or takedowns. The main goals of practicing capoeira can be different from person to person. Some want to get stronger and more healthy. Some are maybe looking for a sense of community. But people who are interested in self-defense will most likely turn to a different martial art. In capoeira, you can benefit and enjoy playing in a combative way, enjoying the challenge, facing off another person without getting hit. So you're mostly left with the fun, playful aspect of fighting, trying to discover what will be the best strategy to apply in a certain play. Capoeira is very similar to any other martial art. It has a fighting stance. Actually, capoeira's fighting stance is pretty unique because it's not static standing in one place, and it generates energy by moving from side to side. Differently from other martial arts, in capoeira you won't learn how to absorb or block an attack. Capoeira uses the bambouk metaphor, talking about a tree that bends when strong wind comes instead of breaking. This is an analogy for when an attack comes, the capoeira athlete bends or dodges instead of resists the incoming force. If you're on your capoeira journey and you're improving slower than you'd like, plateauing, or you're simply starting to get bored of martial arts, I teach how to get over these problems with very simple methods I earned during my 20 years of training capoeira. It's entirely for free. Click the link in the description. Similarly to other Eastern martial arts such as Tai Chi or Aikido, capoeira emphasizes fluid movement and constant motion. Capoeira places a strong emphasis on maintaining balance while executing complex maneuvers similar to disciplines like karate or taekwondo. And much like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or judo, capoeira practitioners learn to anticipate their opponent's movements and react accordingly, often employing strategy and timing to gain advantage. Regarding techniques, capoeira utilizes a wide variety of kicks, ranging from low sweeping kicks to high acrobatics one. This is comparable to taekwondo and kickboxing, where kicks are a primary form of attack. Uniquely, capoeira incorporates acrobatic movements such as flips, cartwheels, and spins, which are not as prevalent in most other martial arts, and prepare the capoeira fighter body to absorb any form of fall or takedown. In capoeira, training frequently involves a roda, which translates to a circle, where practitioners engage in improvised sparring with a very similar playful attitude to rolling in jiu-jitsu. As the Gracie like to say, keeping it playful. Unlike many other martial arts, capoeira incorporates music and rhythm into its training, which adds a unique cultural and artistic dimension to the practice. This can also help you a lot by practicing to music. Movement and music has always been connected. By embracing musicality into your movement, you can achieve more fluidity and even become unreadable by your opponent by breaking up the rhythm which he is used to. While capoeira shares some principles and techniques with other martial arts, its unique blend of dance, acrobatics, music, and cultural heritage set it apart as a distinct and dynamic art form. Capoeira has been used in competitive fighting, starting from Brazil, obviously. In the Vale Tudo scene, there came fighters from all sorts of martial arts, and one capoeira master with the nickname Hulk became an important figure representing capoeira in martial arts after winning an international challenge in 1995. There are even Gracie family that have told that Hélio Gracie, the founder of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, has used the capoeira kick queixada to win his fight. In these days, you can see capoeira represented in the UFC by a fighter called Eliseu Capoeira and Michel Pereira. One thing that is lacking in capoeira in order for a fighter to become more acquainted with getting hit is hard sparring. UFC's top 3 fighter named the Killer Gorilla said he practiced capoeira himself in order to get his body physically in shape and learning finisher moves. And when he manages to land those, he have a great chance in earning a bonus. Although capoeira doesn't practice hard sparring, it does develop a self-defense awareness. You will be able to react faster and perceive when there's any sort of danger of a physical threat. Just like the spidey sense, learning complex movements stimulates cognitive function such as memory and coordination. By practicing capoeira, you'll develop a deeper understanding of movement patterns and timing, which can have applications beyond capoeira in various martial arts aspects. Capoeira shouldn't be perceived in a sterile way. It offers many benefits, physically, mentally, and technique-wise, that shouldn't never be disregarded. If you want to start capoeira the right way, you should try out this 7-day challenge playlist, where I go over all the basic capoeira techniques that you really have to know in order to start your capoeira journey right.